Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, and as such, should not be taken too seriously. As you can probably imagine, this scene and its epic reveal, which both amazed and confused me when it began, are getting a big fat sin removal because that was fucking awesome. What a great way to start out the episode. Seriously, I very much look forward to these next few episodes of this third quarter.
休業して結構経つし、髪型も雰囲気も全然違うから気づかなかった。
どれが本当の彼女なんだ?
The bad one. Just going out on the limb here given the information we were just told. But would it ever have been the fun-loving and smiling version after that reveal? I didn't think so.
殺し屋の素質はあの E 組でダントツだよ。
How do you know? She's only tried once so far, hasn't she? Someone's making up random facts on the spot.
ところで、この学校って素行不良の生徒を集めたクラスがあるんですよね。
Yes, and in society there's a group of people who enforce the law so that children can't be little fuckers and break shit without there being any kind of repercussion. Oh, also, what kind of a school just randomly accepts a new pupil without first doing any kind of background check on the student? I mean, this kid could be a criminal from Germany who passes the time by murdering thieves and eating McDonald's. That's why there's a tiny background check to see where you live, with proof, who your family is, in case of an emergency, and where you've come from before. So I'm sorry, but I call stinky BS on this.
コロ先生、先生の名付け親は私だよ。ママが目してあげる。
Well, that's quite a weird leap of logic.
そうと決めたら一直線だから。
すげえ、まるで火山弾だ。
I can't help but wonder why he didn't just simply say, I did not kill your sister because blah blah blah, rather than just staying silent. Guys, cut out the bloody saying someone's name instead of talking normally. I mean, what did you want to say? How about, oh, I'm sure he could do it? Because that'd make perfect sense in this situation and it'd be cool to say. But just saying a name is kind of dumb and kind of lazy. So I'll add a couple sins here. But hear me now, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly gentlemen. If this cliche comes back, I'll be adding double sins for each instance from this point forward. We must collectively come together to beat this cliche back into the shadows and make the writers actually write a few lines instead of a name. Let's do this. Together.
瀕死アピールも大概にしろ。まだかわす余裕があるじゃないか。
しろ。
Two sins.
茅野、平気？
うん。かやのっち。
Dude, say something. Have I begun to dig my own metaphorical grave by purposefully counting all of these damn sins? No. No, I believe this anime can come back from this and have people say some proper lines. We just all have to have faith. That's all. Wow. The second half of this episode was nothing short of brilliant. It was truly amazing for me to actually get what I wanted all along. To be told exactly how Koro-sensei came to be in this world. Now there's been quite a few big reveals one after another, and just seeing how it all come to pass has been amazing. This episode was one of my favourites, because it was quite serious but throughout had nice touches of laughter here and there. I'm not going to go silly and remove a ton of sins. I'd like to, but it wouldn't be fair to the process that is anime sins. So for now, I'll remove a sin here for this fantastic episode.
もしもあなたが平和な世界に生まれていたら、頭はいいのにちょっとエッチでどこか抜けててせこかったり意地張ったり。
Come on, man, you definitely can't label him perverted after he saw some nice boobage for the first time in like a year and got an anime-only nosebleed. I think it's kind of legendary that he managed to stay cool and calm for a year without getting so much as a boner from this lady. Good on you, former human Koro-sensei.
どんな時でもこの触手を離さない。
Why did he rather grossly dip his tentacles inside her wound? That shit's messed up, man.
コロ先生の命を助ける方法を探したいんだ。
助けるって、つまりコロ先生が3月に爆発しないで済む方法？
No.
私賛成。コロ先生とまだまだたくさん生き物探したい。
倉橋さん。
Oh my god, don't do it. That's another 2 bloody sins which could have easily been dodged by saying something or actually not saying anything. Sometimes that's just as good an option.
渚が言わなきゃ私が言おうかと思ってた。恩返ししたいもん。
片岡さん。
Fuck you, dude. Straight up, fuck you for making me do this.
だからこそ殺さなくちゃいけないと思う。
中村さん。
Okay, so 3 sins here. Firstly, I'll just say that this little fucker did it again, so that's 2 of the 3 sins right off the bat. But the other sin is that it's kind of dumb that if this girl feels a strong bond with Koro-sensei, that she just basically is straight up against the idea of even trying to find a way to save him. That doesn't mean that if all else fails everyone dies, it just means that in the meantime you try and find a way to save the person who basically in essence saved you over the last 9 months. That's not much to ask from anyone.
反対。
助けるって言うけどよ、具体的にどうすんだ。
でも。
Well, that's the point. They don't know exactly how to save him. Who would? The point is to at least look into how to do it and see if it's even possible in the first instance. A good counter-argument against the rescue plan should not be started by saying, oh yeah, well how are you going to save him? Considering they literally just agreed to the idea of even trying it.
あのタコがそんな半端な結末で半端な生徒で喜ぶと思うか。
でも。
Simply put, you both attempt to save him if possible and at the same time also devise a plan to kill him if needs be. It's not hard. But to be honest, I'd be amazed if at the end Koro-sensei didn't just let go and allow himself to be killed regardless to save everyone.
何でも自分の思い通りになるって勘違いするよね。ねえ、渚くん、ずいぶん調子に乗ってない？
That's a bit harsh and out of bloody nowhere. How is he getting full of himself by simply stating that he wants to save the guy that's helped save his own life and everyone else's as well? That's just a dumb comment to make.
実は自分が一番力が弱い人間の感情を理解してないんじゃないの？え？何その目？小動物のメスの分際で人間様に逆らうの？
This is so out of the blue and bloody contradictory. I mean, first he's saying that he's the best assassin and basically everyone else is below him, including himself. Now he turns to calling him a mouse and daring him to attack after goading him. This makes no sense whatsoever.
そこから目をそらしたくない。だから暗殺を続けたい。
千葉君、速水さん。
頭いつの間に闇に完全に同化するな。
私をステージにしたんだから。
Anime makes it appear as though getting hit by a BB pellet is nothing. Taken from me, who has played on more than one occasion, that even if you get shot on clothing, it hurts quite a bit. So being hit in the forehead like this would basically feel like getting punched, and it'd leave a huge bruise on your forehead.
Nagisa.
What? Say something. Anything. Because of you, we're now in the triple digits of Season 2, which is an awesome season, but it's got this one flaw that's now raking in the sins. Don't hate me for it, people. It's not my fault, and please don't tell me to watch the dub. Again, if you want to be able to give suggestions and then ultimately vote on every single series across all of my channels, it's just $3 per month on Patreon, and it helps me keep the channel running and the lights on in my house. It also allows me to back away from YouTube a bit and not have to rely on them so much all the time. If you can spare $3 per month for your favourite YouTuber, then you're a lovely, lovely person in my book. Okay guys, we're about to dip back below the triple digit line with what turned out to be an incredible battle between these two awesome fighters. Not only was the animation truly in top form throughout, but they also added some great CGI effects in there to make it look even better, and it really did make it look better. Ultimately, it was a fantastic scene, and I can't just remove a single sin, so I think I'll be fair and take away 2 for this.
ほらほら
君たちどうやってここまで入ってきたんだ
ID カードも持ってないだろ
How do you know they haven't got ID cards, considering they've got their arms up over their upper bodies, which is typically where those cards would be displayed? You, sir, just made a silly Billy assumption.
注意してください。了解。
Manhole cover moved as though it's a piece of cheap, thin cardboard and not its incredibly heavy counterpart typically found in real life.
100、99、98、97、96、95、94、93。
Wow, you'd think they'd start at least at like 60 seconds, if not 30, because this is a long-ass countdown.
たくて来たわけじゃないよ。けど、友達が行こうって言うからさ。
カルマ。
Stop it, please. Say something normal. Anything, please.
通学路を帰るように大気圏へ突入する。
Gravity appears to help them go back down.
ねえ、二人とも。私は今、感情を初めて自覚しました。
Yup. Okay, it's time to unplug her now before suddenly someone thinks up the idea of Skynet and we all get murdered by Terminators.
そんな簡単な道じゃなかったと思う。
カヤノ。
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid.
Like a person's name. Saying someone's name instead of talking normally.
Singing.